drag queen, well perhaps you're gay. Is there a point to all these fancy clothes? With all these buckles from your head down to your toes? It's very simple, but I'm just another girl. It's not so easy, but I'm giving it a whirl. Is there something that you're trying to prove? With all the makeup and the way you move, are you looking for some sympathy? No, I'm trying to be the best girl I can be. It's very simple, but I'm just another girl. It's not so easy, but I'm giving it a whirl. Like my martinis dry, cosmos I won't deny. Smoke those long cigarettes. Thank God I'm not dead yet. Done all these crazy things, short of a wedding ring. Just a
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Calista Solon. This is nlcTrans. Tonight, I'm here with my usual co-host, Tara Alexander. Renee Benoit, who is our activities director, is also with us. And our special guest tonight is Nan Hirst, who is professor of philosophy and humanities at QVCC, which is Quinnebaug Valley Community College.
Right.
And you were instrumental, you and actually Renee were instrumental in recently helping us do a discussion panel at your college. And in fact, we have some film on that, which we're going to show in just a few minutes. But anyway, I was hoping we could maybe get a little background on you. You know, if you could tell us a little bit what you're about and what sort of brought you to the point of having this discussion panel that you were so nice to invite us to do.
Well, it's not so much what brought me to it, it was who brought me to it, and the who is Renee. As I said that evening, it was early in the year when a colleague of mine said, you know, you have to meet this woman. And she's really looking for someone to host a panel discussion at the college and to bring the issue to the fore. And I guess 5 minutes after meeting her, it was a done deal. She was incredibly persuasive.
She is that. Yes.
She was incredibly persuasive. And as you saw, we hosted a wonderful panel discussion. We had a packed house, or nearly so, and it was incredibly well received. We're still feeling the waves that
the waves
that were brought forth on that evening.
Wow, that's an interesting term, waves. I'm not sure.
It's kind of washing over us. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
It's a positive.
It's very positive.
It's a positive.
It's very
that's great.
positive. As a matter of fact, today I was on my way to a class, and a young man walked up to me, did not know that I was going to be doing this tonight, and said, "By the way," he said, I never got to stop and talk to you about something." And I said, "What?" He said, "Those women who were here that night, that was really fabulous." And I don't know which one of you it was, but he went up afterwards and spoke with one of you, and was very happy he had done so. And he said that he learned an awful lot that night. And that's what college is for.
Right.
That's what education's for. It's for making people's worlds bigger and wider than they ever thought they'd be. And you folks accomplished that.
Oh, wow.
And we're grateful.
That's a wonderful thing, and we love this kind of stuff. This is what, and we're trying to do more and more of this, and you know, especially at colleges. That college students typically are very, very open, and accepting of people like us, and it really is. It's wonderful
And
to
they
be
have
able
some
to do
of the
that.
best questions.
Oh,
that
yeah.
You would never have thought if you were going to sit down and write down a list of things to answer ahead of time that you just never would have thought to answer.
What's a wonderful question you got that night?
Well,
Can you
frankly, it
think of
was a
one?
couple. It wasn't more than a month ago, but
Oh, okay.
But in general, no, not off the top of my head. Sorry.
There were some very good questions, though.
But I do remember being surprised by some of the questions that we got. Not offended or anything, just wow, I don't have that perspective. I would have never thought to come at it from that point of view.
I believe one of the questions were, how old do you have to be to have
Right.
a surgery?
True, yeah, that was one of them.
That's-
That was one of the primary
Yeah.
questions.
And that is a question that we've tried very hard to answer on this show, because we have not wanted to give anybody the misconception that there are a lot of children out there transitioning.
No.
Certainly, we want to be accepting of children and whatever their particular internal gender is, but the idea of we haven't wanted to give anybody out there the idea that children are going on hormones and having surgeries and stuff. It just isn't
Right.
happening.
We probably should take a minute, being that it's our first Wednesday night,
It is our first Wednesday night.
to thank any of our viewers that came over to Wednesday with us, and to welcome anybody who isn't familiar with our show. This is nlcTrans. We are New London County Transsexuals. We were at the Quinnebaug Valley Community College just several weeks ago to do a discussion panel, and Nan Hirst was the one who facilitated that, along with Renee.
And thank you, by the way, for that. That was wonderful.
And that's what we're talking about tonight.
You're
Indeed.
welcome.
And-
It's what we do. It's what community colleges are all about. Our president, Diane Williams, is always fond of saying that community is our middle name, and that and that we are very much a part of the community, and the community is a part of us. And it's important in our mission is to provide open access to education, to provide comprehensive, affordable education to diverse populations of people, and as I said before, and that means widening worlds.
And-
That's very nice.
One of the waves that you were talking about, right, is with the two of you basically started the GSA, the Gay Straight Alliance, back up at QVCC. It had been absent for a few years.
It has been absent for a few years, and it actually has been, again, I must give credit. What I did was Renee came to me and said, "Would you be the advisor?" I said yes. I was then handed the forms that I had to sign, and it was basically Renee saying, "Okay, here, and
Yep.
here." It's sort of like getting a bank loan and signing the papers. But Renee did the work of going to the Student Government Association and saying that the organization was needed, and that the organization had enough members. Renee has been working with students and making connections and teaching students how to network, such that now you have, 12 folks who are committed to
12.
this organization,
Wow.
which is a wonderful thing. And now they're going to begin doing outreach
We
in the
have the
community.
election of officers we yelled at today. So we do have that in place. And, they're on the roll, so.
That's very neat.
Talked early this morning, a group,
Yes,
a
I'm
group
glad you
from the
brought that
group, a
up.
subgroup, to begin talking with the GSAs in our catchment area. That's